I've got an apology to read.
Are we back? I sure hope we're back.
It says we are, I think. Let's check.
Allegedly, we are meant to be going.
Go back out in the drum.
Is that us?
No, it's not.
It's them.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, we're back.
Yes.
Hey.
Hi, everyone. I just want to take a moment to sincerely apologise for the live stream ending so suddenly. That definitely wasn't the plan, and I know it might have been confusing or disappointing, especially if you're in the middle of watching or engaging. There were some unexpected technical difficulties.
Yeah, we tried to put up a cover to hide the injured man, and the app crashed.
Thank you for being here, and I'll make sure we're back up and running smoothly now. I'll also keep you updated on when the next stream will be, so we can pick right up where we left off. Let me know if you'd like it to be more casual, humorous, or tailored to a specific platform.
That's not that now. It's flat pass comes out to number 7, and jeez. Oh, mother of God.
Yeah.
The 12 apostles, the donkey, and the baby. Jesus. Okay.
Yeah, it wouldn't be a Vikings stream if it didn't go off unexpectedly.
Yeah, I feel lucky it came off only once.
You know what I mean?
Only once. So another huge run off number 7 there, and there's another man down. We're just going to go over here so we don't crash it again. Don't try.
It should work.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
We're still on.
We're still on. And we've got
one take.
looking to make a big impact at your next event, whether it's a live concert, corporate presentation, exhibition or wedding. Nothing grabs attention like a stunning video wall. Video wall hire, you get crystal clear visuals, vibrant colour and a setup that's as seamless as your event deserves. Our professional team handles everything from delivery and installation to on-site support, so you can focus on wowing your audience. Indoor, outdoor, small scale or massive, we've got the screen size and setup to match your vision. Elevate your event and stand out from the crowd with Video Wall Hire.
For the bigger picture.
Oh.
Okay, so we're now lining up. That was number 23. I believe he's a former Saint.
Oh, number 22, Matthew
22,
Knox.
sorry.
He won't be injured, it's just be his hay fever, more than likely.
Sinuses. Just
despite playing on
dying.
AstroTurf, he's struggling.
It is a run from number 7, broad round and down after a no yard gain there. Looks like maybe inches.
Yeah.
Straight into traffic.
Yeah, and the worst part, of course, about the stream going down is we then lose access to the comments.
Oh, we lost all the comments.
Yeah.
Gotta say, I think it was just a lot of EKP praise.
Yeah, we're not here for that. We're here for controversy.
That's what we want.
Yeah, we've got about half of the people that managed to rejoin us, and the other half are in tatters, crying like their Sunday has been ruined. Children are
Pass
crying.
comes out. It is a deep one, and swatted again. Is that number 20?
Yeah, that's Josiah.
Josiah.
Day. He's a dentist, a student dentist.
Student dentist.
Yes.
Well, he plucked the tooth out of that attack.
Oh, there we go. We're back.
No back. No bite out of that QB and receiver there. So it brings us to 3rd and 10 by the EKP. And we'll see how this next one goes. And if we will see our first ever Danny Crane field goal attempt for today.
Yeah. It's not a Vikings game without Danny Crane kicking field goals.
Absolutely. In fact, if I were EKP and Danny Crane were kicking, I'd throw the ball back a few yards. Oh, nearly smashed there, but brought down after a few. Not quite a first, but definitely a few. Sorry, we'll get less excited about the various dentist puns we're making. We'll make sure the camera's pointed at the right game. Or the Scottish man asking for a time check, so I think that was Danny Crane on the EKP sideline.
Yeah, I believe the coaching staff is also made up of Danny Crane.
It's Danny Crane's dad, Danny Crane.
Head coach is Danny Crane.
Danny Senior.
Offensive and defensive coordinator is Danny Crane. Special teams coordinator, of course.
It is a run to number 7, who's not plucked just yet. And takes 2-3 down there.
Eventually forced out of bounds by my feces, Danny Crane.
And that is first and not much. First and a few.
Yeah, first and goal for the Pirates. RR Shiver Me Timbers.
6 yards to go.
Speaking of Shiver Me Timbers, it's slightly windy now.
Yeah, I might roll down the sleeves of the old Team Durham quarter zip here.
Here we go. Danny Crane receiving the snap from Danny Crane.
Puts it up. It is a pass.
Crane.
Oh, over the
Danny
top.
Crane.
Do you think he was maybe too deep there, or does it go right the way to the back?
No, he was in. Yeah, he just needs the one foot in, and Danny Crane tiptoed like a ballerina.
There you go.
Securing that catch.
Just jogged it through there.
Yeah.
So that brings us to 22-0. We will see how the extra point or 2 goes.
Yes, we will. Here we go. Go AKP woo. So I think that's in response to the latest touchdown, of course, from the EKP support base.
My hamstrings are bits. Ball comes through. It is a run, trying to go it up the middle again. And that is in. That is in for 2.
Yeah. So it's going to be 24.
Nothing.
To nothing.
God, they just cannot find an answer for number 7 or number 6 at the moment.
It's a struggle for them. It's a struggle.
Running all over them. And I mean, that pass, that receiving touchdown there, first of the day, obviously.
I feel as though...
Second of the day.
I think I know the answer for the difference in the teams. I think there's a big Danny Crane imbalance.
Absolutely.
I think
one team has at least 22 Danny Cranes.
Oh yeah, and touching the field at least, and the other has none. Not at all.
It's the Crane difference, Danny Crane difference.
Yeah.
Alright, well, there'll be some halftime talk out of the Vikings here today. They have a tee?
Yeah, you kick off a tee.
Bright orange tee.
Yeah.
Will the ball go more than 3 feet off the ground though?
Yeah. So Danny Crane doesn't use a tee. He kicks off the remains of his victims.
Oh, a nice short one.
Oh no, they took it off each other.
But fumbled and recovered. Just looked like 2 men tried to catch it there.
There's a flag. There's a flag.
A little flag in the corner here. Get that on camera.
Peter Kennedy reckons they're offside.
Flag ignored. He's running in to go give main judge a piece of his mind.
Yeah. He said, I saw something. I saw it with my own eyes.
Peter Kennedy looking on like a worried matron. That is a 5-yard penalty and a first down for EKP there. They were offside, so Newcastle make an extra 5 yards. That'll do. Oh, perfect. Hooked on. Just don't kick it.
Yeah, we just have to be careful when we go down. And we must be near to half time now. I want some chips. It's beyond belief, isn't it? Beyond belief.
Vikings come out of the huddle and line up. We have 2 either side, 7 and 8 on the near side, and 86 and I believe that's 89 on the far side.
Yeah, it's number 7, of course, being Matt Wilson, disgraced former quarterback for the Newcastle Vikings.
Well, he's had the tightest scoreline all year outside of the win.
Fair point, to be fair.
So statistically speaking, the second best quarterback Newcastle Vikings have had this season. Numbers don't lie. Only men with numbers. And play continues. Goes in motion, number 86, and snap. Comes out, drops back. It is a pass. Puts the ball up deep. Over the top to Matt Wilson.
Oh, it hits him in the crotch.
Just slips through his arms there.
Yeah.
Oh, heartbreak. Just underthrew him very slightly. He wanted that a little bit more up and a little bit more over his right shoulder, and he was home scot-free.
Yeah, you see a Danny Crane on either side of that pass attempt.
Edinburgh University tuition fee payment, because that was scot-free.
Yeah, I think Danny Crane either passing that ball or receiving it would have made that a completion.
Away.
You know what I mean? And they're out and empty, so Aaron's by himself in the backfield, flanked by a man in red and white, not a Newcastle United player. There's Jet 2 who go away again.
Jet 2 with a very different colour scheme now.
This one,
to be honest,
silence.
Try that again. And he goes it up deep, and it's underthrown, and could not quite wrap his way around.
Very underthrown. Yeah.
Very underthrown. Could not quite wrap his way around the cornerback, back onto the right side, but you didn't miss much there, folks. 3rd and 10. Surely you stick with the long pass to try and get this first down here.
Yeah.
They'll know it's coming, but it's also your best chance. Bit of a back against the wall scenario here. Again, lining up 2 and 2, one in the backfield. Will they send him in motion again, number 86? No, they will not. Well, it is a pass. It is a long pass. He tries to run it through, and over the top.
Oh!
Incomplete. So that remains 4th down and still 10. No yards gained.
Yeah, 3 incomplete passes so far. Frustrating, I think, for the Vikings, having had that moment, like sort of half drive of promise, now crushed by the Pirates opposite, made up of Danny Crane.
Monaghan beat County Down.
Priorities, of course.
Great. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. I'd like to say Happy Father's Day to my dad, Dr. Kieran. And the punt comes back. It is kicked up. It is a bit of a rip roarer of a punt.
Oh no, that's not allowed.
That was.
That's not allowed.
That
Jonathan.
was so silly.
That
was so silly.
Yeah, he does have these moments, Jonathan Marfisi, where all rules go to the wind.
So rounds on him at the pub then.
Yeah. Bishop seems to see no problem with it. He seems to think it was perfectly legal.
Definitely rang his bell there a bit.
Yeah. Reese is distraught in the comments. Oh my days!
That was disgusting.
You can't do that. We're going to move away.
Off the field.
The player is on the pitch. I think he is okay. I think he's just a bit shook because he wasn't expecting to be hit before he caught the ball.
He gave the mark.
Well, yeah,
and then just got nailed
before
he even got the ball.
The fair catch part's irrelevant. It's the fact he hadn't caught the ball yet. You can't hit him.
Jesus. Saw his chance, took it. He is back up. He is jogging
out. It's good to see. But yeah,
the attempted murder.
You can't hit him until he's got the ball, and if he fair catches it, it doesn't matter if he's got the ball or not. Yeah, that was very naughty from Jonathan. Very naughty. Seems to be completely unbothered by it, if I'm honest.
Yeah.
As were some of the Vikings players, and they saw no issue with it.
Well, there's 2 ways to win a match, isn't there? There's be better than your opponent, and there's make your opponent worse than you. Is the 2 things you can try and actively do.
Yes.
Yeah, 15 yards.
Fair catch interference. He certainly interfered with his ability to catch the ball.
Very fairly. Not quite fairly.
No, he didn't give him a fair chance to catch that ball, did he? It very much looked like where in a sporting event when a topless bald man in his 50s on Universal Credit runs on the pitch, and one of the stewards who's paid far too little has to run after him. But there's always that one steward who wants to rugby tackle someone and relishes that
after the heat.
Yeah. Let's see if we got any more reaction to that.
I mean, you're certainly getting a physical game today with the amount of injury breaks.
Yeah, we've got Lynette, of course, who's confirmed all our Danny Crane side. She's saying out of order Vikings. And
you can't be hitting Danny Crane.
Yeah,
like that.
Reese in response. What do you mean you can't hit him before the ball was
It
there?
is
This
a pass.
Walk nonsense.
Pass to no one in particular. Yeah, game is so gone.
Yeah, and the game is gone. At what point do we just stop tackling?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
get the tinfoil hats, the bras, the balloons, and the compliments ready. Because Sarcastic
at this point, did we even go to the moon? Is Jake even from State Farm?
Is Danny even a Crane?
Yeah.
Lots of motion here in the backfield. It is a run, number 30, up the middle
Danny
to the
Crane
left.
is rumbling.
And still going. Finally dragged out by Matthew Knox at the 25. Number 23, that is yard 25.
Knox is limping again a little bit.
It did look like he had to drag his leg quite a bit there. Aer Lingus. Great airline there. So we have first and 10 with 26 and a half to go total.
Well,
Kicker goes in motion.
Oh, and he's back around the back. Oh, he's a fullback now.
And he goes back the other way. It is the same play. It is the number 30 on the run. And smoked. Just wrapped up.
I don't think anything East Scarborough has done has been like overly complex. I think they've just executed what they've came to do very well.
Yeah, well, the run.
They're very well drilled, it appears.
The amount of passing yards in this game have been utterly negligible for EKP. The run game today has been unbelievable. Snap comes out. It is a pass. It is flat.
Oh, this is a
to number 2.
play.
He steps one and gets brought down by two
there are
men.
multiple flags, but that was a beautiful
After
play.
a few yards.
A little bit of a tunnel screen. The elephants on parade. The big boys getting to do some running rather than some blocking.
Absolutely. Very stiff up in the commentary box. Muscles, joints, the lot.
Yeah, chips are needed. Food is needed.
Second down and brought back by the refs there.
Let's see what we're hearing from some of our other loyal viewers, our loyal followers.
So now second and 20 or something for the looks of it.
Yeah.
And they've just flipped the play. It is a pass. It goes out flat. Oh, and it is incomplete.
Yeah.
Just too low.
Yeah, we've got Aaron Mooney saying EKP are smashing it. Not as much as Marfisi hit that returner. Legal or not, he hit that man very hard. Probably shouldn't have done it.
It's interesting because he took about 24 points of IQ off of him in that hit. He must have.
Yeah.
CTE is no laughing matter.
It's not, no. It's very serious. Lots of research going in there.
Yeah. CTE is no laughing matter.
No.
Oh.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Seamus. Love to meet you. Snap comes back. It is a pass. It is flat
it's the same
again.
If you don't succeed, try again. And they have tried again.
I think he made that one. Nope, they're calling him short. 2 yards short.
Yeah, so short.
They've been pretty good at going for it so far today. So it looks like they'll be going for it again.
Yeah. I don't know if we've had a 2-minute warning yet. I hope we have, for my own sake.
Heads hanging low in the commentary box.
Oh, someone's waving. 2-minute warning.
That is timeout. No, it is a 2-minute
get
warning.
in. Thank you, sir.
3 timeouts remaining.
Oh, that's not what we want to hear now. We wanted 0 timeouts remaining.
There is your 2-minute warning and 3 timeouts from Newcastle. But will they just want this drive to end, or will they want their chance running it back?
One thing I would like to say is the chat has been much better today in terms of not asking for the time. We've not had anyone ask yet.
EKP lining up trips right, and it is a run up the middle.
Oh dear. Oh dear indeed.
And he's in.
Oh dear.
There you go.
Dear. Oh dear. Or dearie.
Well, what are you going to do? That is
Tackling would help.
30 nothing for now. Will they go for it again?
Yeah.
Who knows?
Yeah, TSM _shockwave is saying the Vikings have the worst changing rooms I've ever seen. I would argue it's quite pervy that he's been looking in them.
You haven't seen the Clontarkilty changing rooms.
Yeah.
The Clontarkilty County Monaghan changing rooms, man.
Yeah.
They are pretty abysmal. They're a cow shed.
Yeah.
Showers are hose.
Yeah. Oh, that's not quite a cow shed. I don't think it's quite fit for grazing cattle.
No.
Putting cattle in.
Couldn't feed cattle on this land,
In
bike.
fact, I can't see any cattle near us.
That's a shame. Oh, pass comes out. It is to the corner, and it is swatted again
By Josiah.
by Josiah, stopping the 2 points for the first time now. But again, he's had a lovely day in these corner passes. One slip through to get that touchdown, but
He was well placed at the back of the end zone.
they have not been able to do whatever they want, at least through the air.
Yeah.
Is it charging? Yeah, it's charging. As soon as you see that going on.
Oh, it's at 80, isn't it? I keep thinking it says 60.
Okay, so we have another kick coming. It'll either be
I think
long
they're
and
going to line
flat
drive it again, yeah.
or high and short.
Yeah, let's see. Kev does love special teams. He's a big proponent of special teams. So we'll see his response to...
Comes number 81. Blistering speed from Danny Crane to get to the huddle in time now.
with the rest of his Danny Cranes. And Danny Cranes are trotting out. Danny Crane is going to kick it away to be covered by Danny Crane. Against the team that had the original Danny Crane.
And kick comes through and it punts straight into the ground. And it gets picked up on the bounce. He needs to just pick a side and hit some pace there.
He was far too start-stop
Yeah.
for number 8.
But ball goes down, runner goes down, at about the 25. That's mental. He didn't kick it up or down. He kicked it straight down and it bounced up. Man, Danny Crane's having an off day with his leg today.
He likes scribbed it.
For any recruiters watching from Harvard or anywhere good in America, Danny Crane has scored all 30 points today.
Yeah. Impressive. It is impressive.
And he's pretty clever as well.
Been 11 places at once, apart from an offense, because we do know the name of one of their players.
10 places.
And we've been confirmed by Lynette, who's been very, very helpful in the comments.
Crane watch. Snap comes out. It is a run. He runs it to the left. Just does not have the speed to make it around Danny Crane there. That is, I believe, number 97, the Danny Crane that tipped the pass earlier on. No flags? No flags. Second down. No yards gained. 1 yard lost. So, in the dying moments of the second half here, maybe only 1 minute left.
Yeah.
So, we have a lot of ground to cover for the Vikings, both on the scoreboard and on the pitch. But we'll see. There is some life there. Every subsequent drive, with the exception of one 3 and punt, has been a bit better than the last, with the most recent drive ending only in a pick, but making some ground.
Yeah, we've been told more commentary about changing rooms. We've been told the Durham Uni changes are in a maze, which is quite accurate, to be fair.
Actually,
they're quite difficult to find.
Oh, there's a flat pass to Matthew Wilson, who starts, comes the other way, and just cannot make it around the traffic. Is brought down after, I think, another 1 yard loss.
Yeah.
Durham University has nice changing rooms if you can find them.
They do have nice changing rooms,
and you just have to play for a sport that Durham Uni cares about.
Yeah, so you have to put inside rather than outside in the... Yeah.
Honestly, you should see the rowing facilities.
Yeah, there was a big regatta. There's been a big regatta on actually the past 2 days.
Durham Regatta. Planned the after party for that a few years ago. They haven't had another one since because everyone knows they won't be able to top it.
Yeah.
It was the biggest one ever as well.
Was it not just that all the venues have blacklisted them after?
No.
After what you organised, Seamus.
We had 118 tickets sold for £10 each. These were not cheap tickets.
Yeah, well, I was at Cuffs ball on Monday.
Oh yeah?
And they had all the fairground rides in. You know, Tyson Fury was on hand. And
so the bouncer. And it is a pass up to Matthew Wilson. Beautiful catch. And brought down for, I think, about 3 or 4 yards to go. Very casually caught there by Matt and then bounced onto his bum.
Yeah. I have massive respect for the men whose sole job it is to spin their things on their waltzer ride. It's dangerous work. Mm-hmm. I imagine it must be unionised for
a chance
to negotiate pay settlements with big man Tyson and John Fury.
Durham Bouncers, ladies and gentlemen, brought to you by my friend Charlie. But a lot of the balls are my college ball on today. EKP now out of timeouts on the half. Looks like Vikings are going for it. Teams line up, trips right. Lynette, unfortunately, you were wrong. Number 30 is not Greg Black. That is Danny Crane.
Yeah, Danny Crane. Yeah, he's 2 touchdowns today. Not Danny Crane.
Well, you can't win them all. Pass comes out. It is big. It is to number 80.
Anton to Harrow.
86. That is to Harrow College. And do not rough up. Keep it going. Use a timeout. Keep the drive moving. So that is first down.
Yeah, we have some NPCs supporting East Kilbride Pirates in the chat. They're just emoting the same things.
Yeah, some body comments.
I think we must report them.
Go Pirates.
Go defense.
Go Buccaneers.
That's not what this is for. Take that elsewhere. Go watch Soccer Aid.
I believe that we will win.
Yeah, it's nice giving that kind of energy, isn't it? Yeah.
And they're lined up. It's 2 and 2. Number 86 goes in motion.
Out wide here.
Peter Kennedy is being played as a receiver. Snap comes out. It is a pass. It is to Matt Wilson. And again it just slips through his arms once more. Heartbreaking. Absolutely heartbreaking. Number 45 on EKP. I think that is Danny Crane getting some words from the referee there.
Yeah, Danny Crane and Barr are having quite a battle out there. You know, I'm sure this has happened many a times at Saints practice when there's been fisticuffs between the two.
All the time.
Both alpha males.
From what I remember, my crutches on the sideline.
Barr, of course, has a young dog whose name is Adolf.
His name is Danny Crane.
Yeah, Danny Adolf Crane.
And that is second and 10.
I'm just going to watch Barr and Danny Crane.
And Matthew Wilson goes in motion out the back. Snap comes out. Ball goes long, and it is picked.
Oh yeah! Oh no! Oh yeah! We've got almost a
whistles
there
blown.
Was a whistle.
Lots of whistles blown.
I believe the whistle was blown because
it was blown.
Bora and Danny Crane were about to start fighting, and so the refs have blown the whistle. Meanwhile, East Kilbride might have been able to return that.
What a way to negate a pick by Bora.
See,
the man's playing chess. Unless this is called on us, in which case.
Yeah, everyone's playing chess. Bora's playing UFC 25.
Bora's playing Mike Tyson's Punch Out there with Danny Crane.
Yeah, he's on the punching machine in Jimmy's.
Danny Crane, a fan of his Muay Thai or Kung Fu Crane style.
Ah, yes. Bora is about to lamp Danny.
Yeah, he was about to lamp Danny Crane. You're bang on there, Reese. Honestly, does Danny have it coming though? Does he have it coming?
Danny had him in the first half. We are still in the first half. This is just absurd. Absurd scenes here at Druids Park. We've got the game within the game going on between Bora and right tackle and left end Danny Crane.
Certainly getting out some stories here.
Oh, and we've got a new metro going past.
Yeah, new metro train. They have phone chargers now.
Yes, one not ridden by
Don't
the
have
late
phone-
Queen Elizabeth II.
Don't have phone chargers on the London metro, do you?
Yeah.
Piss off, Blitz. Cheerio. Lots of subs for... Is that the half? That'll be the half.
Is that a half?
It's got to be the half. Have they just turned over the ball?
Yeah, and it was an interception.
Interception, and then
Amongst all of the...
they didn't give him any of the yards for the interception.
Yes, amongst the rendition of Kung Fu Panda, there was a turnover in the ball.
And I think Danny Crane escaped with his jaw unwired today.
And
So
the other 11 or 10 Danny Cranes could trot out to partake in another offensive drive for East Kilbride Pirates.
hey, if there is a fight, at least there's a dentist on standby. Fix any broken teeth. So is that the half? I know. No. Just incomplete pass. All right.
Please, can it just be a half? It's starting to get windy.
The game is adrift in the winds at the moment. No one knows who's playing.
No one knows anything.
knows.
All everyone knows is that Danny Crane is out there and he's making quite an impact.
Who would you say is the MVP for East Kilbride?
It has to be Danny Crane.
Gotta say, Danny Crane has been looking good today.
But I do think Danny Crane needs to get some mention as well.
Yeah, I mean,
Danny,
he's his own worst enemy, isn't he? Like, oh, snagged out the air by number 19.
tries to get out of bounds.
Brought down after a first
Does
down.
he?
I think
he does,
does.
unfortunately.
It's a man in bare feet down there.
Yes.
It's quickly turning into an X-Files episode.
Very Roman.
Twilight Zone.
Yeah.
It's a fever dream at the moment.
I think what we're going to do with the live stream is we'll just leave it running.
Bit of grippers on display down there.
For all you foot fetishists out there, that'll be on WikiFeed by the end of this live stream.
Sponsored by that guy's OnlyFans. It is a flat pass.
Oh!
And he makes
Oh,
first
yeah.
down.
Victor's
And he
not quick
keeps
enough.
going. And he's all the way into the corner. A beautiful touchdown there.
Yeah, we've
Kicks
also
the ball
got
out
roughing
the
the
end.
passer on Joel. Joel has just touched Danny Crane a bit too much now.
There you go. Just taking seem to take a swipe there,
Yeah,
maybe
and-
out of the frustration.
Yeah, the benefit of this now is we are going to get to see Bora versus Danny Crane again in this half.
He's back, baby.
Yeah.
They have naturally declined the penalty. Yeah, not necessarily the game the Vikings wanted to be playing.
I don't think it's necessarily in the season the Vikings would want to have, is it? There's been issues with losing players to injury, losing players to
Ice.
life.
To
To ice.
snagged out the air.
Yeah.
Yeah. Number 3 there with a brilliant extra point there.
Fist fights, feet are out. There are 10 million Danny Cranes. What a sport.
Oh, what a commentary team.
Yeah,
First of all,
of course, yeah.
you wouldn't get this with the Aztecs, would you?
Yeah, I just can't wait for the Daily Mail's next most popular baby names list, where just Danny Crane is top of the list.
You wouldn't see this in UWE,
No, you wouldn't know.
but you also wouldn't see the
can't
commentary
s-
team being nice to their cheerleaders either.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. A certain Nordic Storm quarterback doesn't like
Also
Spanish cheerleaders.
playing UFC 25.
Yeah. Yes.
Just in a nightclub instead.
Yes.
Yeah.
Playing it cross-gender as well. Yeah.
What a prick.
Yeah.
So, lining up for another kickoff here. Honestly, waiting to see the kind of kicks this lad will pull out
Yeah.
have been shocking. They've been eighth wonder of the natural world, these. I mean, And
Oh!
straight along the ground.
Oh, Rico gets
Again,
fooled!
and it is picked up off the ground,
dear.
and he makes a
Oh,
bit of
dear.
starts going for the sideline.
Oh, wow.
One tackle,
Oh, wow.
just the one tackle, and brought down at the 25.
And while we
Okay,
wait an
out comes the offense.
offensive changeover.
We have no idea how much is left in the half.
What's your favourite football chant, Seamus?
My
Or just
favourite
any
football
chant?
chant?
Can we get a rendition of it?
Oh God. Presumably one for like a real team, not just for one. For
No,
a team.
yeah, like not of
Yeah.
Danny Crane. No,
Not like not one that's too niche.
yeah.
Soccer or
Anything,
football, anything, any kind of football.
anything, yeah.
Oh, right.
On the spot.
My mind is drawing an absolute blank at the
okay.
moment.
Yeah.
I always get involved in was it the blowing bubbles one before the West Ham games?
Oh, okay.
Like
yeah.
that, like that.
I like it. It's a bit of an obscure one, but it was a player called Lionel John Lewis, and they used to chant like his name was a shop. There we go. His name is a shop. His name is a shop. Lionel John Lewis. His name is a shop.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. It's just we don't have any John Lewises on our team, unfortunately, so we can't. However, we can go and get a pint / some chips.
That is the half.
Because that is and a half. Bora is getting a stern talking to. They've said this is a no Danny Crane assault zone. Yeah, we're just going to put the live stream on mute, leave it running, put the sponsors up because we all know you want to look at.
And we will be back at the onset of the second half. And I will have a think about my favourite football chant.
Yeah.
As a man who does not watch much football,
Yeah.
it is a hard one.
Good
and
one.
I don't want to get any teams I've played for in trouble with some of our personal chants. So.
Yeah.
Anyway.
A good one is for Messi.
We will see you in the second half, ladies and gentlemen. Have a good time.
Welcome back from the second half. We've had a couple of players while I was finishing my Mars bar. Seamus is back on his way. He's just been in the bar getting another pint. Yeah, it's still 38-0. It's a run here to Danny Crane. Tackled by the Vikings. We've got some fisticuffs between Danny Crane and Big Red. Very naughty. We've got some defensive substitutions for the Vikings. We've got Anton of Harrow at cornerback. We've got someone other than Matthew Knox now at safety. Oh! Pardon me. Oh, it's a run. Oh, he's got out of there. And the ball's out. I think we've got a horse collar. I think we do have a horse collar, in fact. He's grabbed it by the part you're not allowed to grab. And that'll see some yards added on the end of the run. Danny Crane rumbling for some yards. And it's a good start in the second half for the East Kilbride Pirates. Oh, there's no foul. He waves it around his head like he just doesn't care. And it's going to be, well, the run will just end up where it ended up, which is about where the ball is now. Trying to see if we've got any other substitutions. It looks like Rico is playing middle linebacker now. We've got a different player at safety. Oh, Victor. Victor, you should have caught that. I'm not going to make excuses. That was in Victor's range if he'd done his footwork properly. I believe Seamus mentioned to me about a phone call at 5, so I think he'll be back just maybe like 15 minutes or so with some more of his comments. Anyway, we'll have a look. We'll see what's happening in the chat. We've got 38 in the first quarter as well. No, that's completely on us. We couldn't be bothered to change the quarter. And I've done it now just to avoid the confusion for the weak-minded such as JP. Yeah, it's 38-0. We've just started the second half. As you probably should be able to tell by the fact there was very much warming up going on before this drive from East Kilbride. He snaps it, he throws it, and that was backwards, but he catches it, doesn't matter. He just rounds Victor like it's a corner at Silverstone, and then he's tackled by Theo Hewitt, formerly a running back, formerly wide receiver before that, and now a safety in the absence of rabid Matthew Knox. a slightly more zoomed in look from this end zone possession for the East Kilbride Pirates. Oh, yeah, so I think if you're the Vikings, you just want to take something positive away from this, get some rhythm going. I think there has been some sort of rejig in sort of their coaching sort of responsibilities, so to speak. I know Lewis Hunter is absent today, he's ill, he's probably watching. I haven't received any comments from him since the first half, and that's going to be a touchdown. That is most definitely. Oh no, it's not apparently. Line judge says no. Line judge says no, he rejects him. And we're about the height of Victor Quass away from the end zone and being a touchdown. And that one is a touchdown. I think we could have all assumed that was going to be the case. Oh, but we've got flags. There we go. We've got a score, and right, that's going to be another 6, doing the math. Okay, so I believe this is the 2-point conversion. Oh, we got flags. We're going to have to wait and see. We've got an airplane going ahead as well. Right, so you got block in the back, which is illegal. So now they've got a try from 10 yards further back. Pearson are still going to go for it now. Still going to go for it, it looks like. Maybe no, anyhow. Oh. And it's incomplete. So the score is going to stay at 44-0 to the Pirates. They will kick off from the Premier Inn end of the ground. And we will get a brief advertisement read. Are you tired of driving yourself places? Tired of your sat-nav insisting on taking you down shortcuts that seem suspiciously like goat trails? Well, fret no more. Hop aboard a Howard Snaith coach, where the only thing smooth on the ride is the voice from the driver saying we'll be stopping at Wetherby services in 20 minutes. Because Howard Snaith doesn't just get you from point A to point B. Oh no, far from that. They get you from point A to point R. This is nice, with plush seating, panoramic views, and a driver who actually knows where they're going. Unlike your mate Dave, who once reversed a minibus into a hedge. Howard Snaith is your ticket to travel with dignity, comfort, and an impressively low chance of engine-related drama. So ditch the stress, grab a snack, and let Howard Snaith coaches do the driving. Because if you're going to travel in a giant metal tube with strangers, it might as well be fabulous. Howard Sniff coaches, we drive, you vibe. Oh, Rico's going to return. Oh. Right, Vikings offense on the pitch now. Short run by Marfisi now. Yeah, I'm sure was told off many a time after his minor transgression against the East Kilbride punt returner earlier in the game, in the second half. It was a little bit naughty. Just a tad early, some would say. And it's second down now for the Vikings, who still have his big 0 on the scoreboard, looking to change now. Oh, Marfisi again. Oh. He is slippery. And that's the first down. And the Metro's going past. It is an old one this time. And we've got first down following Marfisi's trundle for 10. Now take a bit of a rest. Talking to physio. Oh, Aaron's still under centre and he's... He went a bit early now, did number 87. I believe that one is... I'm just checking my roster sheet. It is Danny Crane, yeah. Yeah, she meant to be onside. It's a run. Theo Hewitt. Oh, he breaks free. We're getting a bit of offense now out of the Vikings. Probably going to be a little bit too late if we're being completely honest. But with a betting man, I wouldn't take Vikings. I wouldn't take the Vikings to cover any spreads here, but we'll see what becomes of it. And they're out again. Bora is lined up. They've actually not got a different Danny Crane over Bora now. Nice little run by Aaron there, getting a few extra yards on first down, and it looks like they're giving him about 6 or 7, 6.5, we'd say, which is beneficial because it opens up the playbook for Kevin, his coaches, on second down. We'll have to see what they're going to do. It looks like, oh, we're empty, all by himself. We've seen them bring people back from up out wide, and we'll have to see what they're going to do next. It is a motion. It's Theo Hewitt. He just goes to the other side, and that's enough for Aaron. Oh, he goes again. Oh, sidearm. And Theo Hewitt finds himself beyond the first down marker, which sees the Vikings move the chains again. So we haven't said a lot today on this year, in fact. It's been a bit of a struggle bus for the Vikings offense, just in this calendar year. Obviously, different quarterback from last year. Issues with unable to retain the Durham quarterback for all these games from this year. Big shame. Obviously, had a good performance in the opening game of the season, which was a win. And Aaron is going to go again. Oh, has he got him? He thinks he's got Matt Wilson. I think he just got slightly caught up. It wasn't pass interference, he just got slightly tangled a little bit, which impacted his ability to get back to the ball. Bit of confusion on the play there, shouting up the sideline, told by the coach which number it was, in fact, that was called. And we're empty again. We're empty again. Stretching out this East Kilbride defence here. It's a bubble. It's Theo Hewitt. Good blocking by Matt Wilson. Cries of a hold from the Scots. Rejected emphatically by the men in black and white. Oh, it's a run, it's a good run, it's a good run. Where's he going? Oh, bit of jiggery pokery. Doesn't manage to get it. Does take a bit of contact. Not really massive contact, so there's no issues with that. And that sees a first down. Yes, they've moved the chains. The volunteers on the chains have been moved. And that's the end of the third quarter. Obviously, we're an accelerated clock due to the nature of the scoreline, which is good for anyone's benefit who wants to get home. At this rate, Seamus might not make it back up. That quarter only took about 15 minutes. Might be going solo on the rest of the time. And we've got some sort of time out by the Vikings. And while we're in that timeout, you all know what time it is. It's time to tell you about one of our other sponsors. Do you ever try and get in shape and think, wow, I would rather be eaten by wolves than doing a burpee? Well, guess what? At One Take Fitness, they don't do burpees. They don't believe in them. They think burpees are a government psych op designed to humiliate us in front of strangers. At One Take Fitness, they keep it simple. One take, one shot, one glorious, sweaty attempt at greatness. No retakes, no filters. No, wait, can I start over? You walk in, you work out, and you leave with the kind of confidence that only comes from doing squats while eye contacting your inner demons. Sign up now and get a... I don't know if that's actually true. One Take Fitness, because life doesn't have a rewind button, and neither do we. No, it's alright. Seamus is back, everyone.
Hello. Oh, conceded.
Yeah, and they did concede indeed, yeah.
Was it a bad one?
I mean, aren't they all? At this point, they get progressively less bad because of the nature of the score. That was a 17-minute quarter.
Oh, he's on a run, on his bicycle.
Oh.
And slides.
Slides.
Would have been some score. Could have gone that one through.
You would not miss much, to be fair. There was a touchdown for East Kilbride. The Vikings moved the ball ever so slightly. Obviously, they're in this situation now. There was another Howard Snaith ad read. There was an ad read for One Take Fitness. Yeah, just standard stuff, here on the Newcastle Vikings YouTube channel.
I was thinking, if you're chilly, I'd brought my coat.
No, I am all right, to be fair. I think it's quite a warm wind now.
Like a humid.
The sun just came out. Let's see what everyone's saying. We had some very rather silly comments from some of the EKP people claiming that Danny Crane does not play for them.
Really?
No way. Asking why we aren't using people's proper names apparently when we are.
They didn't.
Oh dear.
Oh,
Danny Crane is just demolished that player. Yeah.
We tend to use them.
Yeah.
I'd blame Lynette, to be honest.
Yeah, she's been telling us about them being called Danny Crane. She said it initially, yeah.
It's all her fault.
It is all her fault. Typical Lynette.
And for any of you worried, any County Mayo faithful, they've brought it back a little bit in the second half. And I believe it's now closer to even Mayo are now in the lead, leading 15-13.
David Neary's just done something. Yeah,
David Neary's just come off the pitch. 15 minutes to go, and the pass comes out over the middle. Oh, and he catches it. Oh!
He gained absolutely nothing.
Michael Jackson, but that man went flying by.
Michael Jackson, without any accusations,
went onto his toes.
Yeah.
Tackle went flying past.
Yeah.
Didn't make any extra, but he sure as hell didn't lose any.
That was thrilling, that.
That was beautiful.
Yeah. I give him a good old Jackson high five.
4th and 3.
Yeah.
So
have to make something happen to score. Don't want a big fat goose egg on the scoreboard. Even more so, I think, would be humiliating to get 50 burgered here.
Fingers crossed. I think we need someone to just run on and nail a kick returner.
Yeah, well, we did have Marfish obviously nailed that kick returner. Yeah.
No, yeah, that's what I said, kick returner.
Yeah.
Someone do that again. That was entertaining. Timeout. And still 15-13 to County Mayo at the moment. Oh, it was an own goal. Stands up, pops the ball and then turns. Oh no, it's in off the...
Oh, he's Phil Babb.
It was not an own goal. It came off the post and then comes off the post and nails into his face.
Stream gets shut down for copyright infringement.
Oh no, yeah. I only have the personal stream. I don't have the
business stream. Yeah.
None of you saw that.
Yeah.
Fair use. It was fair use.
Yeah, fair use.
It's a reaction. It's a reaction.
We're commenting on it. Yeah.
Come on, GAA goal. Please don't take away my account. I promise I'll be a good boy.
Yeah.
No more piracy for me. No more East Kilbride piracy for me.
Yeah. They would be fitting, of course.
Yeah, we should just stand up playing illegal streams in front of visiting teams' cameras.
Yeah.
Get Danny Crane's YouTube account banned.
Yeah. Oh, badminton coaching.
Are people actually asking, like, why are we calling everyone? Oh, that's not their name. Are people actually doing that? Maybe they can't read our team name sheet.
Oh, dear me. Danny Crane, you've got to catch that.
Just giving away.
And of course, as is in this game, there's another flag on the field. The referees do not want to go home. They must be getting paid by an hour.
It's been tough to see. Well, which Vikings QB? It's been a different one basically every game.
Yeah, we've been doing roulette with Vikings quarterbacks. Yeah, you're not allowed to do that.
Hold the chains.
How come you're not using anyone's actual names?
We are.
Yeah, we are, man.
We are. Danny Crane. Danny Crane just roughed the passer. You can't do that.
What is County Mayo? It's spelled Maigeo.
It's in the micronation of Ireland, isn't it?
Like that. That's how you meant to spell it.
Yes.
All you English people came and changed the name.
Yeah, to be similar to a condiment.
It's the county that my hometown is from. And snap comes out, and it's handed off for a run.
Oh!
Up the middle, and just smothered. But Newcastle in there, best chance to score all day here.
Yeah.
Best field position all day.
Danny Crane will be looking to stop them though. Doesn't like points, Danny Crane, unless they're his points.
Yeah.
Probably he's the top scorer for the Vikings this year, Danny Crane. You'd imagine.
Actually?
Probably, yeah. I mean, it's a good guess.
Go man.
He does kick extra points. Top scorer for the Pirates today, though, definitely.
Absolutely.
Scored all 44 of them.
44 points for the Pirates.
Yeah. The Craneinator.
Rushing, receiving, the man kicking, the man can do it
blocking,
all.
does everything.
Pretty sure he's been punting and punt returning.
I think he actually drove the team coach here as well.
Yeah, he did. Danny Crane also filled in the team sheet for the East Kilbride Pirates.
Yeah, that's lovely cursive handwriting.
Yeah, can't read a lick of it though.
Oh dear.
Sends them the wrong way there.
And we've got a flag.
And he's brought down. Flag
Now,
really hooked in from the
Aaron
right
was
there.
made to pay now by Danny Crane and his other Danny Cranes. Because
Danny Crane and the Cranes.
the Cranes, that's what a band. I'm sure Danny Crane would be incredible in a band of himself. Oh, that's naughty. That's very naughty. See, you can hold, you just can't get caught.
Okay, so that is a holding call, bringing it back 10 yards. So
Yeah,
field position is rapidly
It's
falling
worth.
away.
It's worth noting that like the clock doesn't stop. I don't think at any point.
No, more than 35 points behind at the half means that the
So we should be almost
clock
done.
just runs.
We
Yeah.
should be almost done because we started this quarter. Sorry, at about 18 minutes past. So it's almost home time.
Danny Crane is giving me a pretty much dreams. They pass up the middle and just can't quite make any ground afterwards. That would have been a touchdown without the holding call.
Would have. Yeah, that's a good point. But Danny Crane's just so relentless on that defensive line. Like he's forcing that hold to prevent him from getting through.
Not another yard. Danny Crane's been blitzing all night. So, want to watch me tempt fate? In the absence of a pick, we're looking pretty good.
But there's no Danny Crane to kick. He's playing for the other team in all positions.
I think we can score a touchdown. Tutty.
We could. It's fair down. We've got two tries.
2 and 2. Doesn't look like it'll be a run. I think he is going for a pass. It is a pass. Goes up corner to Matt Wilson. Oh! Just tipped away. No PI call. Both Peter Kennedy and Matthew Wilson are both very upset about that.
I don't think it was, if I'm being completely honest.
I wouldn't have called it that.
I have absolutely no idea what they're calling for. Now this might just be me not paying attention because I wasn't really looking, but it didn't look like PI to me when I was looking the other way.
I mean, maybe he tried to run around. Like, He's just standing in the way. Would you call that PI?
Let the boys play is what many people say now, and that's a very
that's
sexist term because there are girls in these teams. It is BAFA National League is unisex.
Is that an LSU jumper down there? Purple and gold there?
It is.
It's an LSU.
Yeah. Oh no, maybe a Vikings one. Could be either.
Makes more sense for the
Doesn't
Minnesota.
it? Yeah. Minnesota.
It is 2-2. Number 8 goes in motion.
Oh,
He's a Durham boy. And ball goes up. It is a pass. Goes deep corner. Oh!
Peter Kennedy has just had a great pass defence there on Matt Wilson.
And both men hit the ground hard. Peter Kennedy looks winded, maybe a bit of whiplash. But he's up. He's moving. And out comes the defence. Well,
yeah, turnover on downs.
tough one to miss there.
Turnover on County Downs.
Who just lost to Monaghan today for Monaghan to top their group, I believe.
Good work that by Ollie.
Hell yeah. Yeah, it was actually quite funny meeting Coach Monaghan and telling him the origin of his name. So yeah, looking very winded as they come off the offense there. The two men who hit the ground pretty hard there on that last play. Ball comes out. It is a run up the middle, and he makes loads. First down. So yeah, well, we're hoping on 8 picks, 7 picks, 7 pick sixes for the boys.
See, Lynette, she's been with us the entire time. She's saying, let's go Danny Crane.
Absolutely.
Oh,
Nearly swatted away by number 18.
Oh, he's doing a bit of a dance. He's doing a bit of a hurdle. There we go.
Is it just a size thing? Because like even when players hit the EKP running backs, they aren't seeming to stop.
I mean, Danny Crane, number
slow
7.
down, but they
Danny
don't get
Crane,
brought
number
down.
7, is quite a powerful boy.
Yeah.
He's all that badminton you see on there, like the lateral movement on the badminton court and the shuttlecocks. But yeah, I just think they've came with a game plan and they've executed it quite well.
So the PI complaints on that pass to the corner from Newcastle seemed to be from Man Wilson's leg being kicked out, which was hard to pick up from the camera.
I don't think it happened. And it's worth noting there's been a quarterback change for East Kilbride Pirates. They've replaced Danny Crane with Danny Crane.
Is that Danny Crane come on now?
Yeah, Danny Crane's come on for Danny Crane.
Great.
Oh, and Danny Crane's handed it to Danny Crane, who's rumbled behind the blocking of Danny Crane's for a first down.
First down, Danny Crane.
Yeah.
Very dynamic player these days. Good old Danny.
On their board.
Yeah, it's an aubergine. And what's that next to it? Is that a shark? Bird, maybe? I don't know. Anyway, quarterback goes running, first down,
Good job by Danny
and
Crane.
runs out. So, lining up again. That is, I think, 3 runs and 3 first downs.
Yeah, I think at this point, Vikings defense is just shattered.
Just the run game has not been stopped all day.
They've taken out a few guys. Josiah's no longer playing.
And flat pass and spins one and goes out just shy of the first down. So second down of the drive. Zoom in a bit for you here. And we're getting further away. And snap comes out. It is a pass. Puts it into the corner, and he catches it on his knees, but he is then flattened.
Yeah, it's just been one of those days like they're having too many of at the moment for the Vikings.
One of those days. Rebuilding coming though.
Yeah.
Heard they're signing a great new kicker called Danny Crane to the Vikings. Yeah, the injuries rack up. the deportations rack up, and that can really ruin the team's season.
Yeah. Being ravaged by ice of the
Absolutely, man.
Newcastle Vikings.
Farage and his ilk lost Newcastle Vikings a quarterback.
Yeah.
Oh no, it was Sunak. It was Sunak increasing the income requirements.
Oh yeah.
Lost us a quarterback.
Very anti-Mike Roosh, Sunak, notoriously.
Yeah. Very pro-immigration. Can we have a Mike Roosh visa? And it is another pass to the corner.
Oh, and Danny Crane's dropped it.
Yeah, Danny Crane just couldn't snag that one in from Danny Crane.
Yeah, Danny Crane will be disappointed there.
Yeah,
Danny Crane couldn't catch his pass.
Beautiful pass, but just Danny Crane was just a step behind.
Yeah, as is natural, at this point in the game, because Danny Crane is putting a shift.
You got Danny there shouting instructions in from the sideline.
Yeah, towards the Dannies.
So we'll see see how Danny's used that.
Yeah, I believe Danny Crane's going to snap the ball to Danny Crane, who's then going to either hand off or pass the ball to Danny. I know he's going to keep the
middle.
Ball, Danny Crane.
Sandwiched a bit there.
Tackled by not Danny Crane.
Yeah, some Vikings.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't know their names.
Yeah. We know that. We know the names in East Club, right?
Yeah, every
we
single
know
one.
Danny Crane.
None of this is a commentary about East Kilbride being.
No, it's not actually. No, I hadn't thought about that actually.
This is not a small gene pool joke. It is merely a worshipping Danny Crane joke. And pass, just way overthrown. Way overthrown.
Has he hit the Premier?
Quarterback claiming a face mask, nothing coming from the ref.
Yeah, he needs to grow up. You're not getting a face mask in this point in the game.
Yeah, it was.
This is real football.
X amount of minutes left. The stream losing viewers as we go.
Yeah.
If Danny Crane goes missing, I'd check the commentators out first. I bet they have T-shirts with his name on them. Lol. Well, at least we didn't field fucking 22 of them, man. You know?
No, that's like obsessive.
Sounds like you're obsessed with them, to be honest.
Yeah.
Most political live stream Baffa has ever seen.
When
this is the game, like, what are you going to talk about?
I would love to see actually an East Kilbride roster sheet, just because it would have been a masterpiece in Excel copy and paste.
Honestly, man. Oh, nearly. And flags on the play.
Danny Crane was in the area in coverage.
That didn't end with a touchdown, did it? No.
No.
Alright. So yeah, as a subtle dusk begins to fall
On Walsington.
on Druids Park here.
So we've got a penalty on the Newcastle Vikings, drawn of course by one of Danny Crane's elusive moves on the defensive line. And that's going to half the distance than a goal. So it means it's now like
safety territory here.
Yeah, very much so. Danny Crane will be looking to get his mitts on that ball.
Haven't had any safeties today.
We've actually had only offensive scores from East Kilbride.
Absolutely. Kicks.
No. Yeah, no, we haven't.
Kicks, no safeties.
Yeah, they've been very anti-special teams, as Danny Crane, which is kind of paradoxical in a way, considering they're fielding so many kickers in their team.
Newcastle being told to hurry up there. Going trips left. East Kilbride keeping two safeties back. I think they are predicting a pass. Here, I mean, why wouldn't you at this point?
Yeah, that's it.
Matt Wilson goes in motion.
Exotic.
Pulls up, does not pass the flat, goes up, deep corner. And I think the complaints for PI are a bit more warranted there.
Yeah.
Still nothing coming from the referees.
The thing is, this is a good point here. Like Danny Crane, he just wants to go home and play his beloved badminton.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's beyond this now. He's scored 44 points, unanswered. He wants to go and whack around the shuttlecock with no regard for anyone except for himself. There's the metro goes by.
Old metro train.
Old metro train.
Boo.
Here we go. I've got to admit, the play calling for the Vikings this back end has become very one-dimensional.
I think he could have. I actually think that might have been PI. It would be a soft PI call, but like I think it might have been.
Let them play. Finally.
2-minute warning.
Finally.
On the game. So 3rd and 15. We'll see what Newcastle can do. I think it might be a deep pass.
Yeah,
something is telling me it'll be a deep pass.
I mean, Peter Kennedy's kind of isolated with Danny Crane by himself.
He is out there on the wing, running trips right now.
The lack of respect.
And Matt Wilson goes back in motion to join his college, I think, grandson on the wing. And it is a pass. Goes up to Peter Kennedy, massively overthrown.
It takes a chunk out of number 35, Danny Crane's testicles.
Basically, to no one in particular.
Yeah, it was very much Peter Kennedy.
EKP bringing on
Danny Crane.
I think special teams here.
Yeah, punt return. I think they're going to have to punt the ball to Danny Crane.
Are they going to punt it, Don? As well, just go for it, I guess. I gotta say, have you frequented the London Tube much?
I have, unfortunately.
Yeah. You got a least favourite line?
All of them.
All of them? Really?
I don't like
the Lizzie line.
I don't like the Tube in general. It's full of awful people. They're very rude.
Commentary on class there.
It's very dark as well.
I gotta say, Central line, not bad.
I don't like any of it.
Everything I use the Tube for, like a Vicky line and Northern line to get between Waterloo and King's Cross, and then Central line takes you from East London, get to Stratford, get to Liverpool Street.
I just think they should have built it all above ground. It would have been much easier to know where you were.
There'd be less London.
I would argue that's a good thing.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah,
I would argue that's a good thing.
Ref shouting something.
As always.
There.
Oh, it's just been such a long day.
4th and 15.
Let's just put them out in their misery, Danny Crane. Put them out in their misery.
I think an EKP team sheet has actually been found down on the Newcastle Vikings sideline, which definitely would have made some of the jokes on this commentary get old a little slower. Very high punt straight out into the... It did hit a car.
Oh my days. Oh, no glass repair.
If you park here, you will not have to worry about damage to your car if you just rent a car with
Ling's cars.
With Ling's car rental.
They have Alpine cars.
And they'll pay you for all of it, I'm sure. No, they won't pay for all of it. You'll have to pay for it still. But, we're not liable, so... get the metro to Callerton Parkway, and then it's only a 5-minute walk. Someone
has just said there's 8 seconds remaining. If that is not true, they are an awful person. An awful person.
26 goes in motion. QB runs up the middle.
Sacked by
brought down.
Rico.
And
not sacked. It was a tackle beyond the screen.
And that is
it's done.
The game.
It's done. It's done. It's happened. Is it?
Oh, EKB are taking a time
Naughty.
Oh, dear.
That's shocking behaviour.
Fucking disgusting.
That's absolutely outrageous.
Absolutely disgusting.
Just go home to Scotland at this point. You know what I mean?
Maybe that's why they know where they're driving.
Yeah. See, if they were on a Howard Snaith coach, you'd have a much nicer journey home.
I think home is the problem, not the coach. Goes up, deep pass. Oh, not quite snagged. Not quite snagged. And are they calling another timeout? Surely not. Surely they're not actually calling another timeout.
I think they have. How's it not finished yet?
Some men have enough cheek for another arse.
Yeah, this is just outrageous.
Really big, deep Hail Mary pass. to no one.
Like, you see, they've almost just given Victor another interception. That would have been diabolical if that's what that had resulted in.
I think they're trying to give a pick 6. And that is a third timeout, I believe.
Thank
no, it is
God.
not. That is the game.
There we go. There we go.
So thanks for watching, everyone. The MVP today was Danny Crane.
Yeah,
and
most definitely.
Enjoy Monday. Get back to work.